My name is Jason Goddard, and I'm a retired police sergeant from the Owensboro Police Department. After 21 years, I recently took a part-time job with the Davis County Public School System as a school resource officer. So it was during that time when I worked at OPD that I met Gary. I first met Gary, it's been several years ago, when I was working at the police department. He would come and do some office work and assist the officers in the department doing some basic cleaning. And through the years, we'd had connections where there were events that Gary was brought to. Coffee with the Cop is something that we would do at local restaurants, and I reconnected with Gary. And then most recently, what we would call Police in the Park, where we would have a cookout at the park, and Gary would come. We connected and thought, how can we do some things personally with Gary? And it was just brought up that we would do a lunch here at the Wendell Foster Center. So we set it up, and I remember coming, and Gary's, favorite meal is McDonald's. And so I picked up McDonald's and I brought it here. And I remember coming to the door, and I was nervous because I really didn't know what to expect. But I rang the doorbell, and I don't know that Gary knew about it, but Gary came to the door, and it was just a really, really neat experience when he came and saw that I had McDonald's. And he just welcomed me here, showed me his room and around. And then we went outside and had our lunch. And we actually got to take a tour to the police department from Wendell Foster in my police car, which Gary loved. While we were driving, he heard a broadcast over the radio that there was a stolen car. And I described the car, and he wanted me to find the car and try to pull it over. And actually said that the car in front of us that I was driving was the car and that I should pull it over. But that was a pretty funny story. It was just really cool day. Since I met Gary, it's always been such a good experience for me, and I get probably more out of it than he does when I come. He greets me at the door, calls me by name, asks me how I'm doing, and he's so personable, and always wants to know, about policing and if we can take a ride in my car. When we go from the door to his room, he's always talking with the people around and the staff and calling them by name and hugging them. And he's such an affectionate person to everybody. And everybody that comes in contact with Gary always has a smile on their face when they're with him, even though they see him, every day. It's just genuine. He's a great person. He's funny. And he just puts a smile on everybody's face. That's what I like about Gary.
What's that flower you got on? Could it be a red rose that lives on mine? And I hear you say you will make me say, take the reflection in the sky. That's love. Get the hips going. That's love. That's rock.